Hello, welcome back to our videos, and we continue to review the Understanding Construction Drawings textbook. So this video is about Unit 26, and that is exterior wall coverings. This is a very important unit, so please make sure that you follow the um, textbook images together with the video. So that is critically important to see the graphical representation. And after completing this unit, you'll be able to describe the exterior wall covering plan for all parts of the building, then explain how flashing, drip, caps, and other devices are used to shed water, and describe the treatment to be used at corners and edges of the exterior wall covering. So there are a few important things that we are planning to cover here. And first of all, the carpenters usually examine the drawings to know exactly how all the edges are to be treated. So let's start with the wood siding. It is popular because it is available in a variety of patterns. It's easy to work with, it is durable, and it is relatively inexpensive. And the wood siding includes horizontal boards, vertical boards, shingles, and plywood. So boards can be cut into a variety of shapes for use as horizontal siding, and these boards are nailed to the wall surface, starting at the bottom and working all the way to the top. With lapped boards and beveled siding, a starting strip of wood furring is nailed to the bottom of the wall. And then this starting strip holds the bottom edge of the very first piece of siding away from the wall. So each board covers the top edge of the one below. And it sounds like a mouthful, but when you look at the pictures, it will be really easy for you to understand. And there are a few different types. One is board, horizontal siding, then bevel, then log, cabin, and pattern. And there are a few other variations as well. So vertical siding patterns can be created by boards or plywood, and these materials are applied directly to the wall with no special starting strips. However, where horizontal strips are necessary, Z-flashing should be applied. And you can see the different types of vertical siding patterns as well, such as board and batten or reverse board and batten, and texture plywood. So shingles take longer to apply, but make an excellent siding material. In place of a starting strip, the bottom course or row of shingles is doubled. So let's continue with the fiber cement siding. That is made of Portland cement, ground sand, cellulose, fiber, and additives mixed with water and formed into siding. So fiber cement siding will not rot, and it is termite proof. So fiber cement siding looks just like wood siding. It comes in a smooth finish, a wood grain texture, and even a rough sawn look. And it's available in width 6, 7.5, 9.5, and 12 inches. So fiber cement siding is sometimes referred to as Hardy Plank, a popular brand of fiber cement siding. And Hardy Plank comes in standard 12-foot lengths, while other siding materials come in 16-foot lengths. The 4-foot difference is because fiber cement siding is much heavier than wood siding, and anything over 12 feet would be difficult for one person to handle. And although fiber cement siding looks like wood and it's installed in much the same way as wood, it is important to follow the manufacturer's installation instructions to maintain the warranty on the siding. So let's move to the next subtopic, and that is drip caps and flashing. So it's important to prevent water from getting into the building or behind the siding, where it can cause dry rot and attract insects. Where a horizontal surface meets the siding, water is apt to collect. Flashing is used to prevent this water from running behind the siding. Aluminum, galvanized steel, and copper are the most common flashing materials, and the flashing is nailed to the wall before the siding is applied. The lower edge of the flashing extends over the horizontal surface far enough to prevent the water from running behind the siding. Areas to be flashed are usually noted on building elevations, but the carpenter should be familiar with flashing practices and install flashing whatever water penetration might be the problem. So also, the heads of windows and doors may form a small horizontal surface. Wood drip cap molding can be used in these places to shed water. And you can see all the details here uh, on the drawings that are in the textbook. So let's take a look at the corner and edge treatment. So regardless of the kind of siding used, the edges must be covered to prevent water from soaking into the end grain or running behind the siding. Around windows, vents, doors, and other wall openings, the trim around the opening usually covers the end grain of the siding. In an inside corner, a strip of wood can be used to form a corner bead for the siding. Outside corner outside corners in plywood, hardboard sheets, or vertical boards are usually built with corner boards. And again, please refer to the images here. You can see the shingles are trimmed to form their own corners, for example. Let's talk a little bit about the metal and plastic siding. So, what is important to know here is that several manufacturers produce aluminum, steel, and vinyl siding and trim. And the most common type is made to look like horizontal beveled wood siding. So again, images show some of the accessories for metal and vinyl siding. So please make sure that you are familiar with those images. And we are moving to stucco. So stucco is a plaster made with Portland cement. The wall sheathing is covered with waterproof building paper. Next, the lath, usually wire netting, is stapled to the wall, and then the stucco is troweled on, and that creates a rough scratch coat first, and then a brown coat to build up the approximate thickness, and finally a finish coat. So outside corners and edges are formed with galvanized metal beads nailed to the wall before the scratch coat is applied. So again, there are photographs showing how that is done in the field. We are moving to the masonry veneer, and that is usually either brick or natural stone, and it's called veneer because it is a thin layer of masonry over some kind of structural wall. So the structure may be wood framing, metal framing, or concrete blocks. The masonry has to rest on a solid foundation, and the building foundation is built usually with a 4-inch ledge to support the masonry veneer. Again, please take a look at the drawings. There is a section showing typical foundation section with ledge for masonry veneer. Um, so also there can be interesting patterns that can be created by using half bricks and bricks in different positions. Some of the common bond patterns actually are shown here in the textbook, and you can see the running bond, stacked bond, English cross, and Flemish bond. So also above and below windows, doors, and other special areas, bricks may be laid in varying positions. If bricks are laid in any but the stretcher position, they will be shown on the detail drawing. And the details for openings in masonry walls will also indicate a lintel at the top of the opening. So the lintel is usually angle iron. It carries the weight of the masonry above the opening. So again, please refer to the images. There are different types of brick positions and the sections showing the row lock and solder bricks on the window details. So that can be shown here. Okay, so that actually wraps up our Unit 26. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in Unit 27.